to take a hip hop ride. Let your body swing from side to side, slide, 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 slide. Yes, yes, yes. Hip hop ride with your boy Late Night. I know some of y'all are up. Now I know a lot of you are asleep, but when you wake up, this video will be right there for you. What's up, Lex? Oh yeah. I got a lot of requests to talk about this. So I wasn't around earlier. I had to handle a lot of business. It was my mother's birthday. So naturally, I was preoccupied. Burundi's very happy because he got some victories today. But he ran away and got lucky. He won 10-7. You thought he won the Super Bowl. But don't worry, tomorrow it's all over. I got him. He's figured out completely. I hope you got to work tomorrow. I hope you work tomorrow, Burundi. What's up, Westside? Yeah, I had Montel Jordan send my mother a happy birthday. So she's really ecstatic. That was the highlight of the day. Now, let's get to this, because a lot of people want to know this. What is the reason? Let's see, that's the thing. The message don't stop. We're going to talk about a lot of other things, too. Because we're going to bring Kwame over here. And then he going to see how we get down. Oh, Tommy, I never sleep. It was for the week. I'm always up, always moving. Take micro naps. Like Edison in the lab. Now, I've told you guys all before how these shares work. Now, an NFT is an art. What it's like getting a transfer, like a digital, it's like Bitcoin, except for it goes more to art. So we've already went through that process. Now, Jay-Z wants to sue because if he goes this route, he knows it's going to be hard and damn near impossible for him to get back his royalties. If he goes this route, it's going to be damn near impossible for him to get them royalties back. He does not want that. So to prevent this from happening, hey, I'm on the live on the Xbox. Can you believe that? That's surprising. So anyway, Jay didn't want this to happen, so they filed a lawsuit in court just to stop the transaction. Even though they had no rights really to do it, they didn't know what was going on. See, if Dame sells it, they thinking he's trying to sell Reasonable Doubt or sell his half or his percentage. What he's doing is not doing that. They didn't even know what he was doing. They just saw something was happening with Reasonable Doubt and just immediately put a stop, an injunction to stop it. So when that was in there, Dame's like, look, you screwed up my deal. Now I got to go find someone else that he could try to swindle to get this to go down. Now, Dame, who basically legally possibly could have made this deal work. And I don't see how Jay would have been able to stop him if he owns his third. And what they were trying to say is that Dame owned a part of Rockefeller, which was Roc Nation. He owned a third off that. He didn't own a third off of the actual album. To say he owned no parts of Reasonable Doubt, just part of Rockefeller. So that's where his third was. And it was like crazy that they would even try to even ensue that. But he insists that no, he owned his third and got equity off of it. Of RD, Reasonable Doubt. So he countersued Jay. Now, once he countersued Jay, immediately he ran into more trouble because his lawsuits he already had pending. Dame had a $300,000 lawsuit against the writer E.W. Brooks because basically he took her ideas out of the book, allegedly. That's what she's claiming, and that's what she's won twice in court. She just won again in court and got awarded tens of thousands of dollars. $300,000 to be exact. But it seemed to be slanted because she was represented by the attorney Chris Brown, who also represented Rachel Roy, his ex-wife. And Rachel took all that money off Dame. That's the original Becky with the good hair, who Jay was messing with, allegedly. So, allegedly, not allegedly. That led to the elevator incident. All of it. Which we've detailed before. Now, here's the situation. I want them to understand it. How are you going to have the same attorney keep representing both cases? And E.W. Brooks is like, the book she wrote, Mafietta, Dame Dash tried to make a movie based off of it, and he was going around pushing, and like he wrote, like the character, and basically taking her material and selling it and promoting it like it was his own. Dame says lying, and this story sounds very familiar, like I've heard it before. And the reason why it sounds like it's something I've heard before, because I heard it before from Choke No Joke. Dame is good for taking credit for stuff that's not his. He did it to Choke. He's doing it to this lady here. I believe her 100%. That Dame tried to finesse and do his hustling, his sideways hustling backwards. See, unlike Diddy hustle up. This dude hustle sideways. And he'd always seen the back. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. But this is what I'm talking about. These things seems to always backfire in people's faces. And nobody seemed to have any type of care, any type of they have no type of You just now finding out Rachel Roy was Becky with the good hair? Oh my goodness. No, Jay was messing with Dane's wife. Oh my gosh. You know, I don't know where you been. What's up, Missy Green? Now, here's the situation. Because of that, once he filed that lawsuit, now all of a sudden Dame's case is going right to court, and the judge has already, like, really quickly made a decision, just saying you got to pay that $300,000. So they're putting a financial crunch on Dame right off the bat, like you got to pay that $300,000 lawsuit. So they're trying to squeeze Dame. Jay was able to go to court. This was when you see the video of him coming out signing autographs and stuff, because he popped up in court because he had to be there to actually file this paperwork himself, where the woman gave him a baseball to sign, like he was a baseball player or something. And he was like, nah, I'm not signing that. I don't play baseball. Because he was down there, he was down in court signing, filing a lawsuit, well, actually paperwork, to transfer his company, the album Reasonable Doubt, moving the album from Rockefeller or Rock Nation over to S. Carter Enterprises, which is 100% his. S. Carter Enterprises is his 100%, and he wanted to move Reasonable Doubt over there. So that, to try to say Dame can't do anything with Reasonable Doubt now because it's on S. Carter, and he only got a percentage off of Rock Nation. So they knew that there was no way they could really stop Dame from doing that. So they had to just move Reasonable Doubt over. But now it comes another big argument, because that was, done kind of criminally. So Dame went back to court and filed a $1 million lawsuit against Jay for damages. So you gotta recognize the side hustles. There's a lot of side hustling going on over here, and a lot of people are confused. They don't understand what's happening. It's a lot of stuff transpiring that shouldn't be transpiring right now, and it makes zero sense to the masses. So people got to try to figure out and make their way in a figure eight and say, hey man, what the heck is going on over here? Because Dame is trying to keep up, and they gonna try to bleed him out financially. That's what they do. Now, how is it that the same lawyer that is defending W. Brooks is the same lawyer your ex-wife used? Dame has actually said he believes this lawyer has a vendetta against him. Because Dame went out publicly embarrassing his lawyer, throwing his name around. The lawyer was about to sue Dame. I don't know if he did or didn't, but Dame was throwing his name around on videos. They got a legal word for it, but all Jay did was he's suing Jay for illegally transferring the Reasonable Doubt album from Rockefeller over to his own personal thing. Like, how could you do that? Dame was like, I own a piece of Reasonable Doubt, not Rockefeller. We got Reasonable Doubt. You can't move that. I never signed off on that. Well, how would you be able to move it? Dame is smart, but he's too smart for his own good. I think we just spoke on that. Just like when I was telling him about Chatty Patty. I'm like, dog, you should get on that Chatty Patty real quick. Find out who got it. See if you can get that. He chose to ride with Culture Vulture. He made the book. He's supposed to make a movie with Cam and all that stuff, and then that blew up. A lot of people lost a lot of money with Dame. He helped make people a lot of money, but then he also found a way to screw them all up in the game too. No, I always use a Dame Dash line that I'm going to use for him. Dame Dash is not dumb. He's smart. He's too smart to be making dumbass mistakes. Dame used to say that to people all the time. And now you say it to him. Dame, you are too smart to be making dumbass mistakes. Makes no sense. I don't know about Tina Berry, but I already know about, I've already discussed that years ago when it was happening, about what was happening with, if you finna talk about on the elevator, you finna talk about the elevator scene? Yeah, I did the truth behind the Jay-Z and Solange beef and what went down at the time, because see, she's a Nas fan. She's like crazy about Nas. So when Beyonce started dating Jay, you know, she was like, ooh, then Ether came out. She was like, dang, because you gotta remember, she was young. Beyonce was 19, so she was a teenager. She was in high school. She got all Nas stuff in her locker. Yeah, I told y'all about Kanye and that the real beef this time was with Beyonce. See, Beyonce, it's forever. You ain't coming back. You think Jay would have been back with, like, he already said, man, you know he went too far this time. This the longest we've ever went without speaking. He crossed the line and he should know that. That's what, he crossed the line and he knows that. It's too many times. And that was true. It was too many times. And you just can't, they can't keep bringing you around and throw another tantrum down the road. In public. You can't have these meltdowns in public. You're ruining their brand. Jay and Beyonce dropped an album that went straight hip-hop and gangsta. Beyonce started wearing grills and everything. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said a damn word. They took Beyonce, who was every American girl singing, and made her a hoochie, and nobody said nothing. I know Jay-Z's lawyers very well. Jay-Z's main lawyer, I know him very well because they was about to sue me over Foxy Brown. If you was on the Patreon, you would already have the answer to that, Kev Smith. The Carceno for Life Patreon, we can't talk about that here, but we talk about it on the Patreon, and it'll blow your mind. We have the proof. We have names. Well, you have different people that have different ideas of the way they... Just because somebody sues somebody don't mean they're going to win. Sometimes people sue you just to get you to stop to do something. They don't care. The money is not important to them. They just want to see you drain of money. I had to spend money. It cost me money. They trying to sabotage my YouTube over and over again. You know, I've seen a lot go down within the past 2 months. And because I was cool with Kwame, they didn't like that. Him telling people to subscribe to my page put a real thorn in their side. They wasn't ready for that. They wasn't ready for that. I remember I did a live stream here and it was like so many people in it, and we talked and we went live and talked about everything that was going down, and boy, everybody freaked out because they weren't ready. They weren't nearly prepared for what I was about to say. YouTube came by and wanted to take the video down and didn't want to monetize it, all kind of goofiness, because they can't handle a situation that's out of their control. They think it's out of their control. Are you saying something that's going to wake up the masses? I just like, look, go to my Patreon. I had some of the... They don't realize that the people that came over to the Patreon to see what I was going to put up, oh, they came there right away. Looked at it, because they wanted to see what information I had. And I put up 3 parts. I think I put up all 3 parts of it. And man, they were shocked. Shook. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do the birth of Christianity. I got to sneak it up. Because they keep coming up with new rules, saying you can't do this, you can't stream. It's all kind of goofiness. The Old Dirty Bastard album he did with Rockefeller, that was basically released. It was on mixtapes. People had it. You could probably get it on old MP3s. People already had it. Dame got it, and he had put a freeze to it. And then it was all this legal stuff, because if Dame put the album out, which he can't, he basically can't do it. But if he do put out the Old Dirty Bastard album, it's like 50,000 lawsuits that's gonna come flying. Then you gotta pay other producers who was on the record, so you're gonna have to remix every song and get them other producers off the record. And that was the only downside to Tupac's demise, is that we never really got a chance to hear all his records in the way they were supposed to be. Whoever leaked out those Machiavelli tapes, he saved us. They saved us. And they saved his music, because you get to hear it the way he recorded it. And they light years better than what they remixed it. I said, man, I was like, this song here is like, why would they took it? They used the music for something else entirely. But I'm like, he already recorded to this music, because it's the producers. They want to cut out the producers who they probably not cool with no more. And that producer would get a lot of money. They cut out all those people he rapped and did the songs with and put them out of it. And that was that, you know. And all these people kept going to Tupac's mom, trying to get money for songs they did, and he owed me this, he owed me that. And they were always trying to help out everybody, man. It was rough. She had some rough years ahead of her, trying to get all Tupac's music together, his catalog. I mean, look, I won a lot to fight it. They knew they was wrong when they filed the lawsuit. They just wanted to stop my video and try to get my video taken down. And they realized they couldn't do it legally, because nothing in the video was wrong. See, if I'd have slandered and said something wrong about Jay-Z when I did my video, then they would have been able to sue and everything else. Only thing they did was say that I can't put Jay-Z's copywritten name in there. He went back to the hyphen Jay-Z. Jay-Z with the hyphen. He had taken the hyphen out of his name, but I didn't know he went back to the hyphen. So I could put Jay-Z now, but I just can't use the hyphen. That's his copyright. So now he got that copyrighted. I can't use it. So I said, okay, cool. I could put Jay-Z just like this. J, one word, and Z, another word. So I changed it, and that was the end of the lawsuit. But the video remained up, which they were indeed pissed about, but there's nothing they could do about it. Absolutely nothing they could do about it. And you want to know the reason they can't do anything about it? The reason they can't do anything about it is because one, the song Foxy Brown actually says it out of her own mouth. She says it on the record. I'm like, dude, it's on the video, me playing the record. She's saying it on the record. She slept with Jay-Z. So they couldn't do nothing. I'm like, because to sue me, you got to sue her. And Jay ain't going to sue Foxy. And the reason he ain't going to sue Foxy is because he would have this, all of this would be brought up. He don't want it brought up. He wanted to be exactly where it is, in the past, and never brought up again. Right. You know, I mean, look, that was his little young chick, but Foxy was messing with like everybody. That was Haitian Jack's girl. She got almost, you know, Law the Dog Man and all them. She almost had a beef going with them because she was over there stealing people's cars, all kind of goofiness. She was reckless. She was hanging out with dangerous people, very dangerous people. Dame and Jay are both shiesty people. So when you ever have two friends that you know that's shiesty, and they always doing shiesty stuff to each other, and each person know they shiesty, and they just keep doing it to each other. No, the ledge is crazy. They keep being shiesty to each other. Brother, if Tupac was alive, physically, he would never have been quiet this long. Never. So you gotta understand that. Do you think Pac could have been quiet this long? He had no reason to flee the country. So, as I told you, he still wasn't done with his case. But what Tupac was doing was building himself up again in the acting field. Because he was going to take a break from rapping. And I remember I proved people wrong in one of his last interviews. It came right out of his mouth. He was going to take a break. That's why he recorded all those albums in advance. Because he was going to take a break from rapping. And to build up his acting career and get back on his political side. See, he wanted to get back to the politics. And get back to doing things that really mattered. Because he started to see, when he went through what he did, the legal system, how they strangle you. Like, man, we have no power. He didn't like that. So he wanted to be involved in these judges' decisions and all of these different things. See, people like Dame Dash, they all care about flash and money. You got Dame, you got I'm trying to think who else. Diddy, you know, two Harlem cats. Why you think those dudes don't work together?
Rock. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
They don't work together based off that and that alone. Gotta get my revenge.
Can't get your revenge, huh?
Yeah.
Those bastards. You're not supposed to be taking money, you're supposed to be giving money.
Exactly. That's why I'm here, to get my money. Now, people are goofies. No, you gotta realize it like this. If Dame is the type of individual that you think he is, he'll be that. Dame will be any guy you want him to be because he's very smart. He's very brilliant, mind thinking. But here's the thing. Everything will be working and it'll work out and things will be going great. Then Dame will come up with another get rich quick scheme that'll backfire. The reason why Diddy is able to be successful is because Diddy knows how to let go of the streets. Diddy let go of that whole street thing. Dame wanted to remain street all the time. Diddy like, yo, dude, you want to get in these circles, you gotta let go. You gotta be able to dance. You know, he was doing good when he was trying to emulate Puffy. Dame started to emulate Puffy. That's why Nas put it out there. Is he Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy? Oh, I get it. You Biggie and he's Puffy. Ew. You're going to find a lot of Tupac Shakurs in Somalia. You know how many people named Tupac Shakur that was older than Tupac? His name is very popular. And it had nothing to do with him. Puffy had to tell Dame one time, because Puffy would get gangster with you real quick. And he had to tell Dame and his brother that time, like, when they thought they was finna come in there and running some show talking about Jay this and Jay that. And Puffy had to let them know, like, we doing what we want to do over here. No, this bad boy. We running things. Because he was talking this about Volume 1. Because he was like, long as you know Jay is my artist. He was like, Puffy was like, he came over here to work with us, and we've been working with him for years. For years. So you gotta talk to your artist then, because he wanna work with us, the hitman. But don't ever come over here telling me what I need to be doing. This bad boy, you don't run nothing over here. He had to put Dame in his place. This bad boy, you don't run nothing over here. You don't tell us what to do and what you finna pay Biggie and all that. What? Big did it because he wanted to do it. I told him don't deal with y'all. Puff had to be real. We don't need y'all, bro. Uh-oh. Come on, Rocky. Come on, Rocky. You owe me money, Rocky. Let's go. Yeah, Rocky. Me and you. Come on, chump. Yeah, you ready to give it up. I ain't hear no bell. Come on, Rock. Don't come with that BS. Oh, you on that BS again, Rock. I ain't with it, Rock. Come on. Come on, Rock. Cut that out. Let's get it, Rock. Come on. Y'all cheating me. That ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. I want more. Come on, Rock. Bull. They still ripping me off. Well, this Rocky is a mug, eh? Cheating bastard. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. What the hell going on here? This is terrible. I keep getting screwed over. No bonuses at all on Rocky. This is some bull-it right here. Jay-Z probably owned the machine. Gonna be owned by Rockefeller Records. I'll be like, I knew it. Look at this. Another one. Get screwed again. Got screwed again for the 400th time. I'm not even getting the box no more. I think the machine broke. Yeah, I'm getting off this. Rocky messed up. Screw you, Rocky. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Buffaloes. Is the Buffaloes on here? Nah, it ain't. They're my Dragons. Cause I can't believe Rocky right now. Yeah. Exactly. Pac is not with us anymore physically. That's why I get tired of these dudes, man. I see them and I notice they only way out, but they seem to only be focused on the night Tupac died. I'm like, how many times y'all gonna keep making videos about the way he died? It's like, focus on the way he lived, you know? They always go to that because they know it gravitates people and they gonna get clicks and hits and views. And now they talking about, oh, Pop lost a finger. And I'm like, we know that already. It's nothing new. Like, it's done and done. And I feel sad for these dudes, man. Because they keep following the same story. And it's like, they roll with Pac, so that's all they got left. You know, it's like, man, that's all you got going on right now is to rehash these same stories over and over and over and over and over again. You do not hear me going over and over and over again about how he died. It just makes no sense to do it. I never was a fan of it. It's not my steez at all. Come on, let's get this gold dragon. Yeah, blow that 5. And he didn't. They just screwed me over. Fuck the gas station, man. Miss Harris. When do I get sleep? I don't know. I never get what I want. I gotta get off this game. I gotta get off this machine. Are they crazy right now? Of course not. All right, well, let's see. I knew it. Got screwed over. You know more about the 8 Ball and MJG movie more than me. Oh, we already covered it, but Dame's a scumbag. But so is Jay. It's two scumbags suing each other, you know? So when you see two scumbags in there, you know, it's like, rip off. Yeah, just put two scumbags together and then you'll see what happens. Jay and Dame, two scumbags. And they just suing each other. They're trying to out scumbag each other. You know, it's almost like a contest. I used to have friends that was like that with each other. I never would let them get that close to me to do that to me. You know, they wouldn't. Some people they won't try it with. They try it with the people they know they can pull it over. You know? If they know they can pull it on you, they'll try it with you. But certain people, they know better than who to pull that with. But they always try to out-shiest each other. I don't give them a chance to do it to me. I'm like, I already know how you operate. So why would I even entrust anything with you that's valuable to me? But when they're around each other, two shiesty people, and they know it, it's like who can out-shiest the other. They just have fun with that. And I'm just like, that's entertaining to you? And this is what Dame and Jay doing, trying to out-shiest each other, stealing each other's women. Dame took Aaliyah from him. You know, they take girlfriends from each other, just trying to out-shiest the other. Makes no sense. Dude, what you call the Illuminati has been going on for years. There's about 50,000 groups of secret societies. That's not even a secret no more. They don't even care if you know. It's not gonna affect you. And either way, it's just like a fraternity. One of those Greek fraternities. You know there's Masons, right? That don't seem to affect you in any way, do it? They just look out for each other. Who cares? Well, the thing is, the truckers didn't get what they were promised. Because the truckers are losing out a lot to Amazon. See, Amazon right now is making good money because they own their own trucks. They own their own little vans. And they just hire people to drive them. So a lot of the packages are going Amazon and they're not using trucks. They're using their own transportation. So a lot of things that were promised to them hasn't been turning up. Or turning out. Pretty soon people realize Amazon's got kind of a stranglehold on the game right now. But what they're doing is paying people like nothing. You know? They're not treating their drivers right. Now, if you had a contract that helped out some of these drivers with their trucks, and people that's driving for them, because what they do is they seem to always break down as far as their tires and cars. So if you're a body shop and you got to deal with some of the Amazon guys, they normally come in and say, hey, we want to get a deal, to help take care of our cars if they break down. And then, dude, they go through tires so much that these auto shops are making a lot of money, especially getting these deals with these Amazon cars. Well, people who own their own trucks they're gonna run into a lot of like dead spots, but people still need their packages. So transportation is always gonna be there, but you're gonna have smaller crews and taking less distances. See, the problem is dead spots. Just like if you're doing Uber, the people who do Uber out there, they can tell you about having dead spots. You gotta go out. They'll send you out 25 miles somewhere else, and you could have just did another run over here. So you burning out your car, your own car, putting your own gas in there and everything. You're burning everything out. You're not getting anything out of it. So if that's the case, why are you doing it? Well, you gotta. No, we spoke on Jay and Dane, and just like we said before, they're like two kids, man, doing immature things. Jay-Z wants to eventually own all of Reasonable Doubt, and that's his first baby. He wants it, and that's the last thing Dame really got going on. Dame's trying to get into NFTs because he knows it's smart, because that's exactly where the money is right now. He needs to be in that. You want to make money in one area to use that to open up doors for another avenue somewhere else. Now, the problem being is that there are so many people out there who don't understand that there's so many ways to make money. And listening to people try to tell you how to make money is one of the most dangerous ways, because what works for one person don't work for everybody. We don't all do the same job. Coding is great, but there might be some other people that might be good at doing something else. Being a good seamstress might not be bringing in home the bacon right now. My buddy, he wanted to own clothing stores. It's like, dude, clothing stores right now is too risky. It's a lot of money. He wanted to open up a clothing store. And I told him, I said, dude, you're going to be spending a lot of money on rent and not a lot of money coming in. Because nowadays people are so comfortable to buying things online. I knew it in 2005 that online sales were going up every year. People were buying things online. You're seeing all these stores closed. The malls have closed. All these big malls, they closed them because they were like, Why we got these big malls open? Nobody's going in them. Now they like strip malls now. People will get it one day. I never thought like that, because you know, our kids, we normally wasn't thinking about like getting into, like, let's get into coding, get into electronics. When we were kids, man, I was amazed by electricity. I used to watch Electric Company. They used to come on right after Sesame Street and all those things that tell you about electricity and everything. So it was amazing to us. I don't know what everybody else, you know, to them it might have been something different, but for us it was amazing. So we were fascinated by all this learning. If I was smarter, I'd be off this machine and at home. I'd be asleep. I wouldn't be getting screwed over on this machine again. About time. Maybe something. Come on, 250. 75 stinking dollars. Is gossiping? How is it gossiping, Mr. Bond? Telling you about what's actually in the news. That always cracked me up, because when you say that, those be the main people that's right there listening to what you're saying. They don't miss a video. Cheating bastard. All right, Jose, you have a good night, man. Thank you for coming by. But you're here, Mr. Bond. So what does that say for you? If you think this is gossip, so the news is gossip. Hmm? I'm here to tell you what's going on. What's going on, Mister? Then what's going on then? Since you're here to tell us what's going on. What's going on then? Tell us what's going on. He's here to tell us what's going on. He wants the floor. What's going on, hater? You ain't down with nobody. You a troll. Trolly, 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 trolly. Well, before, people didn't shop online, but we saw the wave of how easy it is. Older people don't like going out in public. Now, grocery stores are having people, they have jobs online where you can have somebody come in and go in this store and buy all your groceries for you. People don't want to do that. Older people don't like to leave their house. They like to stay at home. So you don't have to leave your home anymore. You can stay in your house and have your whole house with groceries, everything. You don't got to do a damn thing if you don't want to. All right, let's get it. It's troll nights. Trolls in the chats tonight. Stand up. Stand up. Trolls got an opinion. They just want somebody to talk to. They just wanted the floor. Come on, let's get it. We getting ripped off here. Damn. I mean, every game? Damn. I agree, Tina. I agree. And maybe I'm keeping them up too late. Yep, I gotta get real. I can't gamble and listen to this at the same time. I gotta get real here, because we in a hole. It's time to dig our way out. Thank y'all for listening. We'll chop it up again.